history, obviously, with Jin and T1. None of it good. And it is also a really big pivot away. I think the laning strength is the only similarity, but outside of that, not really going to be the case. Figures it out, but the timing window might just be there.
It's perfect for the setup.
369.
Now they know.
Total control of the lane, but just now sees Owner. Owner mounting up on the way in, looking to lock him up and take him out. 369 still standing for now. Will he burn the flash or just accept his fate, trying instead to turn and burn onto Zeus, get a little bit more health damage. Just accepts his fate. First blood for the side of
No T1 is going to try and aggressively stack dragons, but they won't have the opportunity. We do see Knight already here. Doesn't look like T1 is going to be able to contest this.
Zeus going for the solo bolo, and he just gets the kill!
What? That is not a Comet diff right there. That's a Zeus diff. God of lightning, God of the top lane. He lays it down in 3.
Can't go for that play, right? He will be able to easily survive as...
Ruler ignited 2 fights, one in the bottom lane, one in the mid lane. Faker burning the shockwave just to get away from Knight. Now the curtain call coming out. Ruler gonna sidestep 1, slowed by the second, looking for 1 more, but missing there just in time to deny the kill. Guma 4 shot now pushing in. Jin notoriously bad at pushing these towers. Probably not gonna be able to grab a plate there, but Ruler's so low, maybe they can get it done. Is Owner still controlling? Total control on the top side from T1. Mid lane matchup getting a bit closer. Guma playing very strong.
Getting low.
But opted for lethality. He's still relatively squishy, all things considered. Zeus still stepping forward with the Infernal Chain, looking for the lockup. Tempered Fate now coming in, isolating Knight. Knight right in the back line, and Owner immediately with the follow-up engage. Zeus still standing. Now finally the buy is going in, but it might just be too little too late. Knight, fancy feet to the back of the fight. Zeus ticking, burning, but the shutdown is 369. But now they're just fish caught in the barrel, waiting on the slaughter of the curtain call. T1 stepping in and dominating the Herald. Backs away. Maybe suspects the play from Kanavi. Charge forward, lock up, ulti used in the previous fight. 369 still burning him down. Zeus running for the hills, the rumble, and the buy. Get it done on the 2K in their favor. They're not willing to give up this Drake for free. Owner into the pit, and he will steal it right out of Kanavi's hands. Curtain call over the wall. There is nowhere for that buy to go. Guma now on a killing spree, missing, running for his life. Locked up into the wall. Equalizer used just to keep the support alive.
T1 make it look effortless there. They just come in, yoink, thank you so much for the dragon. Owner steals it away, and they also get the... Never mind, he gets a freebie back.
Staying a bit too long, stun now coming through. 369, careful not to overheat too quickly. Continuing to walk forward, making sure now he has the flame spitter to try to bring it back. Shockwave there, Carrier not quite able to connect. Maybe they have the damage. Faker's gonna be in trouble, missing now, pushing him back, trying to sacrifice. 369 burns down to the ignite of Carrier, missing, killed as well. And
like we said in Champ Select, there's no pure big tank on the enemy team.
Temper Fate there.
A bunch of armor.
Should be an easy follow-up. Now Carrier taking his time, waiting for the wall to try to line it up. He doesn't even need to! Zeus!
After they get the kill on top side, they immediately shift everybody up towards this mid lane. Zeus is able to get the tower by himself on bottom in the tri-brush.
Herald already utilized. Gonna create some pressure, gonna break open mid lane at the very least. T1 already pulling ahead in the play. If they can get the Drake as well, it's everything. Owner waiting in the darkness. JDG, this is such a tough angle to fight from. Continuing to stay around, continuing to stick around, willing to give up so many resources. The crash in mid lane already happened from the Herald. The tower slowly but surely crashing. Or rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here. Carrier playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as JDG just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate and take out Zeus. Big gold influx for the side of JDG. Can they take the follow-up fight? Already the equalizer burned. Carrier running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing, trying to fire back. Gumayushi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight, the flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge, missing. Has he stabbed
Faker's coming!
Far. Faker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate. Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in, the pullback on the missing, trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not today.
From Knight, that is lethal. He's able to avoid this, and then Faker's able to chase them down. The W coming through from the Jin as well to root up Knight.
So many positions, they might just not have enough damage to finish off these priority targets. Carrier going in. Lineup not quite there, but the captive audience now coming through, missing, trying to back up. Shockwave pulling back just to kill the Alistair, but they get the tier 2 as well.
The range on this composition, baby. Look at those picks for T1. The cow is down, and they're gonna get a free bottom tower. Look at the mini-map. Zeus, free to split push to his heart's content. The last outer tower. The defense is here for JDG, crumbling.
Carry a perfect predict on the Shuriken flip means the lockup is there on a Knight. He goes into the Shroud. Kanavi ready to give his life to protect his mid laner. They're now going into the back line straight onto Guma. Locked up with the Temper Fang, doesn't quite connect to the Jin. Burns to the ground. JDG trying to hold on to hope, but here is Zeus. Here's the top laner right as they need him to crash down. The pull back on the Infernal Chains.
Ruler.
Missing goes in, but he cannot find the edge. Ruler still stands, but he doesn't have the angle to attack. He doesn't have the angle into the fight. The Shroud will take Knight out to safety, and T1 stands strong despite the kill. Slower Baron normally, but they're so far ahead with the Jin that it might not matter. TP from the Akali. Knight in the area now. T1 maybe just going to fish for the pick here. Already got one advantage. Tempered Fate onto Kanavi is big. The lineup is there. Zeus immediately going to look to knock him down. Can they find it? Kanavi now going right back into Zeus. Owner in the area. Big damage coming in for the Darkened Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space. With a shockwave, it's clean. And in comes the curtain call. It is Zeus wreaking havoc on all of JDG to finish the fight. T1 looking to break over the base of JDG.
That's a clean ace. That's got to be the game. I think they can push for the end.
Halt construction on the Golden Road immediately. T1 have something to say about it.
From start to finish, they have been in the driver's seat from the creative pathing in the early game of Owner to shut down 3-6-9. T1 have their eyes on the prize, and the prize alone. A spot in the finals, or at least one game closer. T1 showing up massive in this first game. Missing, and Kanavi should not be enough. The Nexus lower and lower. T1 drawing first blood in this series.